Hi guys, it's me Half Dude, and welcome back to Titanic Adventure Out of Time. In the last episode, we successfully found out where Zeitel stored the rub yacht. It's in boiler room 4, I think. Doesn't matter. We know it's in the boiler room. And we met some colorful characters. We intercepted some telegrams. And, yeah. And we just finished talking to the purser and finding out who has the initials GQC. So I guess we can go up and talk to Daisy Cashmore, tell her, and maybe she'll tell us something useful. Oh, that's right, she's in the rear grand stair. So we'll go through B deck here and... There she is.
Did you get it? Get his name?
I sure did. It's George Quincy Clifford.
Clifford. Never heard of him. You don't suppose he's rich, do you?
Could be filthy.
You're an angel. And I've news for you, too. While you were gone, Andrew Conkling's been asking for you. Yes, Conkling, the steel baron. God knows what he's been doing in Europe. Buying it, probably. And where was I? Oh, yes. Andrew Conkling asked me to pass along this. You know his wife Beatrix, the designer? Such an eye! Her clothes preserve the bust line. Couldn't be more flattering. Keeps the eye moving. Much nicer than Worth's.
Right, Scotland Road.
You know his wife Beatrix, the designer. They're friends with Captain Smith. Smith! So handsome, so dashing. White Star's best officer, or was. He's retiring after this voyage. Couldn't be more tragic.
Oh,
My
yes,
dear,
it could be.
Blanched. Bad news.
Yeah, and that guy's wife, yeah, that's Shania Twain we talked to in the in the smoking room, and that is true. Captain Smith was planning to retire after this voyage, so he may very well be the living or once living start of the whole "he was just 2 weeks till retirement" meme. Yeah.
Certainly, I must... It's Mrs. Burbank! Consuelo!
Alright. Well, so we've got to go to the, we got to go meet Mr. Conkling in Scotland Road, which is on F deck, and, I'm sorry, E deck, I'm sorry. And we can also swing by our boss, Penny Pringle, while we're doing that, because she's close by, down on F deck. So let's go ahead and go back up to the boat deck. Alright. And we may be able to do something here interesting while we're up here. Let's see. I might need to talk to someone first to do it, but if you go up here on an engineering platform, yeah, there we are. You can grab these binoculars, which is something else we can do to butter up Third Officer Morrow. Hey, come back.
Hello, what can I do for you?
Yeah. Would you like these binoculars?
Ah, my binoculars. Thank you. Borrowed them from Fleet earlier tonight. He's up in the crow's nest. Hope he has another pair with him. Oh, guess I left them somewhere. Thanks again.
Yeah. And when we do that, we can actually do a little extra. We can, since we buttered him up enough, he'll let us go on the bridge.
Well, I suppose it's all right. Just don't touch. Good night.
Yeah, and that was another theory, is that that the guys in the crow's nest didn't have their binoculars, and that's why they didn't see the iceberg in time. But I think that's been disputed. I'm not sure. Here's the wheelhouse. I can look at the stuff. Got the little phones I can use to communicate with the crow's nest. I have no idea what he's saying. But, yeah, here. You can look at the wheel, and, yeah, maybe we can steer the Titanic off course, and maybe it won't hit the iceberg, right? Yeah. Come on. Come on. Yeah, move, move, move. Yeah. We're gonna change history. There we go. And we'll just put it right back, and maybe no one will notice. Oh!
I think you've seen enough. Seaman, check course. Now I remember why passengers aren't allowed on the bridge.
Yeah, it was worth a try. You mad at me?
Good evening.
Still quiet?
Too quiet.
You are looking for ice though, right?
Instead of gabbing with passengers. Good night.
Alright. So yeah. You can go up here. This was the little compass platform up here. But there's some mighty big funnels you've got there. And yeah, as we talked about in the last episode, we had different areas of this promenade for different classes and such. Like about right here was a fence for the officers up there. From there to about here was the first class promenade. And this whole section with this funnel here from there to there was like engineering, where they could just kind of come out. Actually, I think it was right here, actually, because this door here, right there to here, they could kind of come up and get some air or whatever. And then from there on back to here was second class. This was second class. I remember Stammel's, another YouTube channel, was talking about how interesting it is that they had a second class up here, but then down here was first class. And just kind of like the class thing, it's just kind of backwards. But yeah. But anyway, this little boat or deck house here was a whoa. It's the second class stairs. Go ahead and go in there. And welcome to the creepiest music in the whole game. It's very foreboding. Deck. This is actually an elevator right here, but you never use it in the game. Kind of just looks like a closet here. Poop deck, or else the stern. C deck. Second class library, can't go there. This is my favorite part of the song. It's so freaking creepy. Damn. And blah! This is a famous creepy scene. You're going down these stairs, creepy music, and all of a sudden this guy is like a first time scary. This guy always gets everyone the first time.
A fine night to be indoors, cold as the dickens outside. Cold but clear.
Hi, who are you?
Clear as a bell, and the stars, oh, you should see 1,000,000 stars in God's firmament. A congregation of light. The name's Trout, the Reverend Edgar Trout. I'm returning from a mission in Africa, to Sunapee, New Hampshire, where I live. Emily, my wife, she's dead.
You have the lighting on this guy. Like, you can see like extra spotlight here on him and his face. It's almost like he's got like God's rays shining on him indoors. It's kind of weird. Kind of does give him a creepy glow though.
Thank you. We had looked forward to this journey. But she died at Port Said. Though it was Nyasaland that killed her, the doctors, you know, never did find all the parasites.
Ew.
Calling on Miss Pringle, She has been invaluable this voyage, a pillar. Oh yes, we're very glad she's with us. They say you met Trask.
Yes, I have. He's the psychic.
Be wary of him. Trask's a trickster.
He's a good guy.
Take this card, a prayer card, from my own collection.
Thank you. Is there anything else?
So you must like this section of the Titanic.
What do you mean?
Here, second class. You can get to Scotland Road from here. Do you know it? Scotland Road?
Yes I do, but tell me about it anyway.
Scotland Road runs the length of the ship, from stern to bow on E-deck. It allows the crew to get from one side to the other quickly. I could go to third class if I take the Scotland Road. But I don't believe in social mixing. No, it creates too much anxiety. A place for everyone, and everyone a place. Though some don't choose to see it that way.
This guy kind of has like an Alfred Hitchcock look to him, doesn't he? What do you mean about social mixing?
In the course of my ministrations, I've observed a gentleman from first class. A young German, among the steerage women. Most unnatural. I haven't said anything. I wouldn't want to upset the ladies. Especially Miss Pringle. She seems a fragile vessel.
How do I get to Scotland Road?
Behind me, through those doors.
Oh, thank you. Well, good night.
Wait, before you leave, I was wondering, perhaps you'd care to make a donation to our mission in Nyasaland.
Yeah, sure, okay.
I am very happy. Tomorrow we will discuss everything. Good evening.
It won't be a tomorrow. So yeah, let's take a look at the card while we're here. Near I God to thee. How ironic. As that was the assumed last song that the band played on the deck as the ship was sinking. Okay, here's talking about Scotland Road. We saw this on the demo of Titanic Honor and Glory. It's just one long freaking hallway. Goes from stem to stern. You can get to all the coal bunkers. You can get to the freaking engine room. You get to third class. Pretty cool. Actually, you can actually see it on the map. Goes all the way this one straight path here. We're right towards the back. So let's go ahead and continue down. Gotta get to F deck and talk to Penny. Let her know that we found the Ruby Yacht location. Welcome to second class.
You decoded the message. Smashing. The boiler rooms. Blast. There's an entrance to the lower decks around here somewhere. Query the lift attendant. He's cheeky, but he knows this ship. Intercept the Rubaiyat before it changes hands.
And I would be pissed if I had played this game before. And, yeah, I'd be mad if I hadn't played this game before and actually went all the way up and asked someone where the frickin' engine room was when it's actually right here. It's right beside her frickin' room. So we're gonna save some time and go ahead and do this. So I'm gonna go down to G deck into the turbine room. There she is. There's the Titanic's turbines. Very interesting thing with that. You can see it here, right behind the engines. This was an interesting thing that they had discovered back in the day, is that most ships of the time had two propellers, left and right propeller. Titanic was new in that she had three propellers, making her a triple screw steamer. You'll notice 1, 2, 3 in the back when you see it. And that was because they discovered that you could actually use some of the leftover steam the engines were using and put them into a turbine, and that was like a motor and would drive a third propeller. So it was like an extra efficiency thing, I guess. But one thing is that that motor could only spin the propeller one way, so they could only use it when they were going forward. Yeah, that's what the turbines were for. You can go down here. Nothing down here, but we can just take a look at some stuff. We got this thing you can click on. Alright. Let's head on up to the boilers, which will be more forward of here. Oh, hi there.
What the? A passenger? I can't regulate the steam for boilers 1 and 2. So I don't have time for you. You're where you shouldn't be. Get up top before you're kicked up there.
Yeah, but I'm on official business.
Oh, with White Star, are you? I'm glad you've come. I've got some serious problems with this control panel.
Yeah, I could solve that for you.
Oh, I doubt it. She's really acting up. See? Still working the bugs out of her. See for yourself.
Okay. Yeah, let me take a look at it.
Have at it. There's a gauge showing the turbine's power output. The needle's got to move into the green zone. Over here.
Okay. Here's one of our first mini games. So yeah, poor little Titanic isn't feeling very good. And she's only gonna be alive for 5 more hours, so we might as well make sure that she is running in good shape. Enjoy those last 5 hours. So let's see. Let's get a good starting place here. Really close all these valves. It's alright, old girl. I got you. Already looking better. See if we can get any better. There we go.
Right smart you were. She's running much smoother now. Say, since you were so interested, go on, have a peek in the engine room. She's quite a sight.
Thank you, sailor. And there they are. The frickin' 3-story tall frickin' steam engines. If this was a newer game, this would obviously look more impressive. You'd see these frickin' valves opening and closing and the pistons going up and down, but you know, it's an old game. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go forward. Boiler 1, boiler 2, boiler 3. Whoa! Hi there. Who are you?
You are a passenger. Excuse me, I would speak with you.
Hi there.
Forgive me, I am sorry to intrude on you, a person of such high station. I am Vlad.
Hey there, Vlad. What are your troubles?
I have many. I am leaving my home. I am a Serb and they have killed my wife, my children, the Austrians. For that they will pay. But I do not want to burden you. Please, I need a favor. I have a friend in first class, in cabin A14. Mr. Babacon has a package for me. Can you bring it here?
Can't you get yourself?
Me enter first class like this? No, they would catch Vlad.
You gotta love a guy that talks about himself in the third person. What's your friend's name?
His name is Barbicon, in A14. Tell him you've come from Vlad. He will give you the package. I wait here for your return. Your assistance will be repaid manyfold.
Alright, and this just happens to be the boiler room that we need to go to. And you got the firemen, the stokers here. All working hard. And you talk to one of them.
What have we here?
The fancy dress ball's upstairs, mate. Ready? Check out the top.
Why is everyone shoveling?
Why? It's the bridge. They want to go even faster. There's a shovel over there, but you don't look the type to sweat.
The upper decks bore me.
All right. You've come to see her guts, have you?
Well, not really. You know who made the boilers?
Arland and Wolf, they are. She's got 29 of these monsters.
Damn. Got a lot of heat, don't they?
Oh no, we're practically blue from the cold down here.
Arland Wolf, where's that?
Belfast. That's where they built the Titanic. Not too fast, are you, leadhead?
Well, you know. Yeah, you can actually get into an insult match with these guys, but, you know, by the end of the night, these guys are going to be like freaking heroes. They're going to be down here when the water's coming and keeping the lights on and stuff, so, yeah, I don't think I'm going to give them too much of a bad time. Let's see. Thought it was Liverpool. That's the only thing I can say.
Liverpool? I ought to pitch you overboard. Liverpool. This stuttering lobscouser thinks she was built in Liverpool. Bugger off. Up top with you, now.
Hey. So yeah, let's go ahead and say, here, Col Chute 4 is one of the watertight doors. This is where all the coal is. Rubaiyat should be right in there. There she is. There's the Rubaiyat. You actually take a look at it if you want. Persian poetry. It's actually kind of impressive they actually let you read it. I don't know if this is accurate to the real book or not. But yeah, they actually had a jewel-encrusted Rubaiyat on the real Titanic, and it was lost. But yeah, I'm gonna save so I can show you something. Because this is one of the first fail states in the game. As you go up here.
You're leaving? Wait. I've been looking for this. Thank you.
And now I'm dead. I remember that was one of the first places I died in the game, and I kept dying over and over and over, and I could not figure out what I was supposed to do. I was a little kid, and I was like getting really freaking frustrated because I had no idea. And this was before the internet, you know, so, well, the internet was there, but it was dial-up, and I didn't have very good internet, so I was kind of screwed, and I was getting so freaking pissed off. So all you have to do is freaking, instead of going up there, you just gotta move it to any other of the freaking control panels and put it in there, and the dumbass won't check to see if it's in the wrong panel. They'll just assume it's not there. There you go. Alright, buddy. You know, go get your stuff. Now we're still going forward. Now we're in this cargo hold. This is one of the only places really in the game I don't think it actually is very accurate, because I've seen the floor plans of the ship, and I don't recognize any places like this with just huge cages and stuff. I think it was more open than that. But oh, hi.
Crikey, how'd you get here? Sorry, passengers aren't allowed to enter the cargo hold. You'll have to go back up.
Okay. There we are. There's Titanic's face. Right in the front. Do the obligatory King of the World scene. Yeah, that was the third extra anchor. That's what this crane was used for. Just freaking swing the anchor out. Alright, well, I guess we can go ahead and talk to Sasha Barbicon. Now, since we're here, let's see if we've got any other more telegrams up here. Nope, still empty. Sometimes other German telegrams will come in just randomly. Let's talk to Trask.
In need of psychic consultation?
Yes, I am. Your buddy Trask's been talking about you.
The Reverend Trout's ministrations. He thinks I'm the devil incarnate. This
I know,
will
right?
make someone a welcome gift, I sense.
I guess that's it.
Good night.
Alright, A14. Really bland coloring in here. Here we go.
Yes?
You Mr. Barbicon?
You found him. Sasha Barbicon of Barbicon Galleries. Now, what is it that I can help you with?
Let's see. Hey, do you know the Lady Georgia?
Our history is quite complex.
Do you know she's on board?
Certainly. Georgia's a woman who does not go unnoticed.
She indicated that.
Georgia exudes a certain romantic paranoia, a condition, I fear, worsened by Charles' own romance with whiskey.
Mr. Lambert drinks, huh?
Continuously. One hears there are financial problems. They say Charles owes Andrew Conkling thousands of pounds.
I only know him. We're gonna talk to him. Can she be trusted?
Georgia? Have you talked to her? You be the judge. She's accused me of outrageous deeds, libelous practically. I'm part Slav, you see, a Serbian on my mother's side. Georgia finds such a mixture a source for wild stories.
Well, what'll happen to her?
Not much anyone can do, I'm afraid. George is in clear need of a rest.
Anyway, I've received a package for Vlad.
For Vlad? He's on board? Please come in. He did it. I told him not to, told him I'd pay his ticket, but he was too proud. Such a tragedy about his family. They were with my mother's people.
What happened to his family?
When Austria took Bosnia, they were killed. Many were. With his family dead, America seems as good a place as any for Vlad.
What will he do in America?
Ask Vlad, I don't know. Here, his things. You'll be glad to get them. It's rather late.
Good night.
Good night. And don't believe what Lady Georgia says. She's not well. Enjoy your voyage.
I think we should probably talk to her and get her side of the story. What do you think? And what is this package, anyway? Just clothes as much as it looks like. So that's nothing bad. Okay. Yeah, while we're up in the upper class areas, let's go ahead and talk to Georgia. She's in B70. One floor down. Let's try it. Nope. Must be the other side. There we go.
Enter.
Enter. Here she is.
I wasn't sure you'd come.
Yeah, what do you know? Let's ask what she knows about Conkling.
Andrew Conkling? He's loaned money to Charles. A lot of it, I think.
Anyway, what do you want to tell me?
First, I want to know how you fared these last years. Rather well from the looks of you. I'm glad to see you. You're the only person I can trust. Please promise me you'll help.
Yes, I promise I will help.
You always were there when I needed you. Now, with my life a horrible mess.
Now, tell me the story.
When Charles discovered my affair with Sasha, he was quite calm. But I know him, you see. His revenge is taking the necklace, leaving me with nothing. And Sasha, I'd never trust him again. Don't you see? They're looking for guns, for bombs.
Where did you and Sasha meet? Or, let's ask who they are.
Sasha's friends. His gallery was their London base. They were rough men, foreign. Sasha told me they were part of a Balkan aid society. Stupid girl that I was, I believed him. But then I found out. These people, they... Charles!
Please, Georgia, continue. Was it my title or my income you found so desirable? I was never sure. Now that both assets are depleted, why don't you go to Sasha? Maybe he can help, as he's done before.
Ignore him. I see the smoking room's had its usual effect.
Idle gossip, apparently.
You see his attitude? Please, go.
Since you obviously can't depend on me, here, take the chill out of the air. Thank you for seeing after my wife. Now I think it best you leave the happy couple, drowning in their happiness. Good night.
Remember, I need your help.
Charles is like the definition of snobbery. Alright, let's see. Well, I guess we can go ahead and take this stuff back down to Vlad. It's kind of out of the way, but... Well, no, it's not, because we need to get the frickin' rupiah. That's right. Oh. How did you get out here all the way? Did you follow me out here?
Have you seen Georgia?
Yeah. We just talked. Oopsie. Why do you ask?
Don't care for me much, do you?
What makes you say that?
There's much you don't know. Let's discuss it, over a drink.
Sure, why not?
Shall we, then? God, much better. Bartender, a whiskey and soda. Yes, much better.
I've already got a soda, thank you.
Now.
So why is she so afraid of you?
Georgia? Afraid of me? Well, that would be a reaction at least. We no longer evoke emotion in each other. We're a husband and wife in name only.
So there's much I didn't know?
You may have heard I am in financial straits. I've borrowed money from Andrew Conkling, money that he is now demanding I pay back. I've none to give. Poverty should remain the domain of the virtuous. I've no taste for it.
Guy sounds like he's constantly, like, about to puke. So are you trying to tell me you need money?
I tell you. No, I shall fix things first. And without Georgia. Another drink? Another whiskey for,
Yeah, charge it to room C73.
Hope you don't mind if I do. Now, you, want to know some secrets. Thank you, bartender. I'll tell you one. George's diamond necklace. It's a fake. The one on her neck, leastways. I gave the real necklace to Sasha. It's in his cabin for safekeeping. When he gets to New York, he'll sell it, quickly and quietly, for a 20% commission. I'll pay off my debts to Conkling, put Georgia away, sail back to England free and clear.
Well, Trask did say that necklace would surprise me. So, I think he's right. Let's see. Why did Sasha sell it for Georgia?
Because I threatened to tell Scotland Yard about his Serbian Aid Society, and because Sasha's a greedy bastard. He'd betray his love for 20%. And Georgia thinks she's outsmarted me. No, she's got a fake about her neck and doesn't know. Another?
Not for me.
Good night, then. You'll sleep well. The whiskey and the sea are both smooth for a change.
Yeah, so, seems Sasha is working with the Black Hand the people who eventually assassinate the Archduke Franz Ferdinand and cause World War I, essentially. So that's not good. At least I'm assuming that's what it is, I believe. And you talk to Mr. Conkling's wife again. Okay, no reason. I guess we'll just piss her off somewhere. They don't allow women in here, you know.
Tell me, do you approve of women who smoke?
Where there's smoke, there's fire, you know.
You're witty. Most men take their indulgences one at a time. Combine them, like women with tobacco, and they pitch fits. Pity.
You returning home?
Andrew and I wintered in Cairo. We returned via Paris, where we ran into all sorts of people, including that charming German Col Zeitel. He had a great interest in rare books. It will be wonderful to be home. No dust storms, no lepers. Mr. Trask predicts a banner year for me.
Ah, she knows Trask.
Trask? A brilliant seer. Brilliant! I consult him about business decisions, and he's never steered me wrong. He instructs me to travel on only 2 ships, the Titanic and the Lusitania.
Which are both ships that sink. I don't think he likes her very much. Tell me more.
I must stop our chat here. I've other concerns. My maid, she's left us.
I'm sorry.
Yes, well, good night.
Alright. You got anything new to say?
No more talking.
Guess not. No more talking, Pally. Alright, let's go get our Rubaiyat. And Third Officer Morrow must be kind of weirded out seeing me running around all over the place. Oop. Don't you hate that when you just accidentally walk upstairs? I think it's best we get the Rubaiyat and then come back this way and report to Penny again. Hello? Here's your package.
Thank you. I must see Mr. Barbican. I've bad news. He will not be happy. I am looking for something. Something very important. But it's not here. You have seen a small... It is of no importance. Good night.
Good night. So now he's gone, so now we can actually get the Rubaiyat. Sweet. And here, just for fun. There you go. Okay. First major plot critical item acquired. Imagine those things going up and down in front of you. Alright, Penny, I got the Rubaiyat.
Did you get it? Did you find the Rubaiyat?
Let's see. Yes, here's the Rubaiyat.
Let me see. That's the Rubaiyat, all right. Well done. Leave it with the purser for safekeeping. It shall be undisturbed there.
I have decoded the telegram Zeitel sent.
Smashing. What have you learned?
Yeah, so he's going to exchange the rubaiyat for a painting he'll pick up later.
More art? Zeitel's no connoisseur. No, there's something about that painting of interest to the German High Command.
And I met Vlad and Sasha, the art dealer.
I don't have any information about Vlad, but the other fellow, look here. Zeitel's Titanic contact is a London art dealer named Sasha Barbican.
That's him, alright.
They say he smuggles art, and he's not above selling stolen merchandise. The files say he's Serbian, interestingly enough, with links to some shady Balkan groups.
What do I do now?
The painting's what Zeitel's really after. You must secure it. Where or how, I don't care. Just find it and bring it back here. Remember, leave the rubaiyat with the purser for safekeeping. He might also know where the painting's stored. Sneak a peek at his cargo manifest. That should help you find the painting. Cargo stored somewhere beneath the forecastle deck.
Been there.
Things are thickening up quite nicely, aren't they? We've got to get our hands on that painting. Don't fail.
I will try not to. So yeah, things are going pretty good. Take a long hike up all these flights of stairs. Actually, let's see. Let's do Scotland Road. Oh yeah, he's trying to meet Conkling. He's supposed to meet us somewhere here, so. Let's see. Oh wait, I was going the right way. Oh, that must be him.
Hello, I'm Conkling. Good of you to come. I trust you're finding the accommodation satisfactory?
They are, thank you.
You're welcome. White Star's anxious for everyone to be as comfortable as possible, particularly on the maiden voyage.
Why'd you want to meet me?
Sorry to seem mysterious. You must understand someone in my position, an investor in this ship, needs discretion.
Why's that?
You're under no obligation, of course. I have a slight problem. You may be able to help. A servant has stolen an important business document from me, and I must recover it. A few years ago, my wife Beatrix hired a young Irish girl as maid in our London house. We treated her well. 2 weeks ago, she up and left without notice, taking a certain letter with her. I'd given up all hope of recovering it, until my wife spotted her this morning on the third-class promenade. Needless to say, I checked with the purser. She'd been scheduled to sail on the Philadelphia. But those passengers were transferred on board the Titanic because of a coal strike.
You're pretty lucky she's on the ship, then.
Yes, you could say so.
Why not get her yourself?
I'd prefer to employ the services of a third party. You.
Why do you ask me?
Government officials, friends of mine, told me a bureau agent was on board. I found you through Mrs. Cashmore. A preposterous woman. But she does have an eye for accomplishment. Look, will you help me? You will be rewarded handsomely.
Need more information.
Her name is Shayla Hacker. She's 20 or thereabouts. I was her benefactor, one might say.
Just her benefactor?
Yes. This puts me in a, difficult situation. This young woman, she could cause considerable damage to me, to my reputation if she goes to the newspapers.
What's in the letter?
Confidential business matters. Conkling Steel provides steel for ships. This ship, for example. If the contents of the letter were publicized, our competitors would profit greatly.
Where is she now?
I've gotten word to her to meet on the poop deck. Go in my place. Tell her there'll be no trouble if she returns the letter. Afterwards, report to me in our suite, B59. Her name is Shayla Hacker. Good night.
B59. Alright. Sweet. Alright. So, what were we doing now? So many side plots. Oh. Here we are here. Oh, and there's Zeitel. Oh. Hey there, Max is here too. You guys will recognize this place. This was the main area in the Titanic Honor and Glory demo. This is the D-Deck reception. That was the restaurant back there. Not the restaurant, but the dining saloon. But anyway. Hey Max, what's up?
Hello there. You again. You'll never guess who I saw earlier. The man himself, Isidore Strauss. The owner of Macy's department store, standing right over there. Haymakers is a fine shop, but Macy's, man, that's the big store. But just as I was readying myself to make an introduction, he leaves. You seen him?
Would know him if I saw him.
Yeah, I forgot. You ain't even in the business. Let me know if you see him, will you?
Hey, Zeitel. What's up, buddy?
Wandering. I had advised you against it. Young people, they listen to no one nowadays. May I help you in your search?
I'm just looking around.
I am looking for something also. A misplaced notebook. Ah, such a big ship. You have not seen this notebook?
I don't take things that aren't mine.
How moral. But I see, ethics have not influenced your curiosity. Curiosity. In English it kills the cat, yes? But it can also kill larger things. Stay away from German business.
What business is that?
Germany wants land, industries, and material, and we will fight to get it. Britain and America will try to stop this, but we will know your plans. And if there's war, Germany will win. But enough politics. This has been such a civilized voyage so far. Let us meet tomorrow in the cafe, yes? The band? They play Strauss so well. Until then. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. You see what I mean? It's like you can't... It's like he's playing a game with you. It's like he knows who you are. It's kind of creepy. Oh, that's right. We gotta talk to the purser. Snooty purser again.
Thayer. Oh, what do you want?
What about Mr. Thayer?
Why, what do you know? Not that it matters. I'm much too busy. I must get this message through from Mr. Thayer. Mr. Thayer expects his private train car to meet him in New York, and I can't leave my post. But I need to send this telegram.
I could help.
Help? Yes, it might be helpful if you delivered this message to the wireless room for me. Even better, why don't you send it for me? Mr. Thayer is a very important man. So send the telegram at once. And when you have, don't forget to tell me.
I require assistance.
I can check valuables, store cargo, list passengers, etc.
Alright. We need to get into the cargo manifest.
Certainly not. The manifest is the purser's. Only I look at the manifest.
We need to look at the manifest to find out where the painting is. And he's not going to let us. So, maybe if we do this thing for him, he'll let us.
I live to serve. Glad to be of service.
Alright, it's a couple minutes early. I guess we can go ahead and send the message. It's not far off. The painting is the one of the few things in the game that actually is time sensitive. We do want to prioritize that, or it actually can get taken up before we get to it, and that's going to make the end of the game a ton more difficult. So let's put the stuff with conkling and everything to the side right now and just focus on getting the painting. Oh, we got some new outgoing telegrams too. Alright, Chicago with offload support. That's the same freaking one. They haven't even sent these yet. But there's a new Jaeger Strauss 11. must be a code name to Berlin, Germany. So we got a new message. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and send Mr. Thayer's message to Pennsylvania Railroad, 219 Chestnut, Philadelphia. Arrive 4 p.m. departure cars, 417 John Thayer. Go ahead and... Oh, well, I guess we don't need that yet. But, yeah, so let's go ahead and get this all set up. This one actually doesn't do anything, but it's fun to flip. Alright, so we're going to be sending, or transmitting. We're going to turn the power on. And we need to select a channel frequency to send it on. And it's pretty easy, just go until the freaking light blinks. Man, the game doesn't like this, it's freaking slowing it down. Come on. And the game wants to lag when I'm doing this. Come on. I think it's 400. Oh. There it is, 200. Alright. There's our message. We're going to just float it up in the air here. And here's the fun thing is it actually doesn't matter what you type as long as you type something. So instead, I'm going to type sorry to inform, but John Thayer will be a bit late at his arrival because the Titanic will sink. Sorry. I guess I typed a little too fast. Lol. K. I. Okay. Now that's done.
Yes, can I help you?
Sent the telegram.
You sent it? Marvelous. I was afraid you'd forgotten. Mr. Thayer will be most grateful.
Shall I tell the Thayers?
And let them think the purser's not doing his job. I am the purser, and as purser, I am the one who looks after the passengers. Mr. Thayer is vice president of the Pennsylvania Railroad, and it is I who shall inform the Thayers that their train will be waiting. So, if you'll excuse me...
Yeah, it works for me. Now I can look at the frickin' cargo manifest. Alright, let's see. Look for a painting. Biscuits. 3 boxes of samples. These is pictures. Let's see. Yeah, seeing it? It's really hard to find for some reason. I don't know why. Let's see. Well, doesn't really matter. All we need to do is look at it and the game will know how we looked, so. Anyway. There we go. And with that, I need to end this episode, and I will see you next time in episode 3. Bye-bye!